What are you doing? This is my very first production stream. I'm excited and a little bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before, so go easy on me. Alrighty. I'm gonna break down my remix of Tokimonsta, her song "Get Me Some" featuring Drew Love and Dumbfoundead. It's a really dope original, very soulful and funky, a little bit slower than what I did with it. I was thinking maybe I'll play the original for you guys. Y'all want to hear that so you can see what I was working with? Also, check out her album. Here's the original. Yeah, Dumbfoundead is sick. Here we go. This is the original.
Shake it, break it, make it touch the floor. Come on, move it, do it, make me lose control. Drop it, let me pick her back up again. I'ma push her up on it.
Got those cool pianos, good vocals.
Take this to the grill, baby. Like the way you I just gotta give me some. Girl, I like your move. I just get it touched. Hold on, wait, just wait.
They're very Anderson .Paak vibes. Yeah, this song is so good.
Innocent, says you wanna break me off. Ooh.
When she sent me the album, this one really stuck out. Just loving this vibe.
The wall till I can.
Yeah, that bass line is so funky.
Can I grip it, waist? Can I lick it, taste? Sit that thing on my face. I won't let it go to waste. Drop it, then pick it back up again. Do it just like that. Loving it. Do it just like that. Loving it. Do it just like that. Hey! Like the way you I just gotta give me some. Girl, I like your move. I just get it touched. Hold on, wait, just wait.
I really like the shouting vocals as well.
Just wait. Gotta give me some.
Just wait up real quick, yo. I need a taste, you a Michelin star. I don't have no reservations, RIP to the God. All the jealous people whispering at the listening party. I was busy with her kisses, she was killing me softly. She had me like an Adderall, focused like a seminar. Labrador drooling while she dancing like a matador. Red dress, mid-drift, wish you hadn't had it on. Catalog of baddies, but you, I wait. Can I play with your panty line? We can make a baby Yoda anytime. Off the Henny, the Jamie, or the Remy Ma. Them gals never let me down, just wait. You a candy painted 67 Mustang. And my favorite thing to watch like a mukbang. So fine, even haters couldn't slut shame. Swear you finna be my thing if you just wait.
Like the way you I just gotta.
Yeah, drop those huge tune emotes. 'Cause it's a huge tune.
Girl, I like your move. I just get it touched. Hold on, wait, just wait. Like the way just wait. Gotta give me some.
There you go. So that's the original. I thought it was dope, so I picked that one. She sent over the stems. Let's see what we got here. Pretty simple. What's this? The keys are really cool. Can you guys hear me all right? Is the mic loud enough? Sick. All right. So the piano is kind of like trippy, chopped up type of vibe, but I was really feeling it. Just scroll through here. I think this might be a section I used. So you got those smooth keys, The drums, you heard in my intro to the stream. I didn't really use them that much. I did use a little part of them. What else is in here?
Like the way you
Vocal. So sick.
Give me some. Girl, I like your groove. I just get it touch. Hold on, wait, just wait.
Really nice vocal. Sounding great.
Just wait, just wait, just wait. Gotta get me some.
So sick. I love those vocals.
Innocent. Says you wanna break me off. Ooh.
I ended up not using too much of the vocal because I wanted it to be like a club track. Didn't want too heavy of a vocal track. And you got that bass line you guys loved. Yeah, right? It does sound like a Bruno Mars vibe. Yeah, I love that bass line. You know, I had to figure out that bass line. Alright, let me fix this. Yeah, so I just figured out the bass line, put it in the MIDI. Get myself some notes to work with because I am not good with figuring out notes and chords and all that, so it takes me a minute. Some more vocal stabs, I think, here. Oh yeah, little ad-libs. Yeah, I mean, I didn't use many of these. What else is in here? Just a full song. Yeah, I mean, that's about it, really. Let's see. So, let's see what it sounds like together. Yeah, I mean, drums, vocals, bass line, boom. Fire. So, I sped it up. The original was 117. I sped it up to 128. Obviously, we love 128 if you're a fan of my channel and a fan of my music. It's a good tempo. I wanted to kind of keep it very minimal, super simple. The elements are dope already, so you don't have to do too much. Just chop it up a little bit. The original was so funky and groovy that like I just I wanted to make it a bit more jackin', like a house thing for like the club. So here, let's check this out. You can see here like the vocal. I like when I do remixes, I really like to use like the weird little like voice sounds, like you hear the breaths here and kind of like the pre-roll before he starts actually singing. I love little mouth sounds and stuff like that, breaths. Little looping. But it adds a nice atmosphere. Also in the intro, I chopped up the piano a lot. But I just simplified it because I didn't want that mix in to be too like crazy when you're trying to mix as a DJ. I also like to take, this is my first tutorial or breakdown, so I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do it, and I don't watch them, so I'll take some advice later, but I'm just going to kind of go through this as I look at it, so we'll see how it goes. I do like to take reverb, like for effects, I'll put like reverb on like this vocal here, and then I'll bounce it like so that it kind of has the same tone. So it has the same tone. And I use it for like rises, like this, like impacts. Just crank up that reverb and bounce it. Then you have the wave to work with. What's this? Yeah, a little breath here. Oh yeah. ASMR right there. Just adds a little bit of groove to it. I mean, this is so simple. You guys, I didn't do too much crazy stuff in here. Full vocal. You can see right here, I had bounced the reverb as like a rise. You can hear it here. That's the vocal reverb. So when you play it together, in my mind, it just blends better.
Drop it, let me pick it back up again. I'ma put you up on it, on it. Let's take this to the grill, baby. Wait.
And the way I do that is I'll take like, let's see, super simple. You could use any reverb, but say you want to get this reverb for the weight. We'll just drop Ableton reverb on here. And I just crank it. Crank up the decay. And then I'll just like make a new track. For record, you can record to this track from this one as the source. So just drop that in. Now you got this. I'll reverse it. You got your little riser thing. You can drop it here. Let me take this reverb off of this. It's cool. So I like to do that a lot. I think it's a cool little way to add like movement and just a little bit of tension and just really fit in with the vocal, or it could be a synth. You could do that with like any kind of sound really, and any reverb plugin. I'm gonna delete this. Here I just loop the vocal. I love these weird kind of trippy vocal loops. Very inspired by Switch.
Break it, make it touch the flow. Come on, move it, do it, make me lose control.
Yeah, only about 20 channels on here.
Let me pick it back up again. I'ma put you up on
I told you it was simple.
Take this to the grill, baby. Wait.
I did use a little bit of the drums, the original stems, right here. I thought it was cool. Added like some nice tension in the breakdown here, so you can hear it mixed in. Nice and shuffly, Chuck Shadow. Something got muted.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
So yeah, this sample here is like a high passed sample from the original. It sounded like this.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
And I originally had it in there just natural like that.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
And I thought it kind of like had a better groove if I chopped it up on beat. So I turned it into this.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
So it's a bit unnatural sounding and bouncy.
Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait up real quick, yo.
All right, what's going on the drop? Let's see what this vocal is. Yeah, there it is again. I love these little breath thing. It just adds personality. Like when you're listening to the song, it's not so upfront. And then this is another breath, I think. Yeah. So layered a couple breaths. For the drums, again, the drums are super fucking simple. So like, let's see. Sorry, I joined all these boxes into one because I was shifting. I'm going to show you what I did actually. Where were we? Here. Okay, so the drums are like super simple. It's literally kick, clap, and a hi-hat, open hi-hat. But I did add a little, let's see. I did. Okay, so I've got like 3 different hats here. A lot that I started with. Got this one, this one, this one, all layered. And then on top of the hats, I throw a saturator, a little bit of saturation on them hats, EQ'd it. I find that the saturator sometimes adds a low end, so I do the EQ after. Boost the highs a little bit of reverb, nothing much, just super simple. You guys know how the fuck to do this, you know that. The claps, and again, super simple. That's the theme, you know, with this song, all simple. I've got a kind of drawn out one. What's this? Yeah, tighter one. I like these kind of rounded, not so bright claps lately. Quaff seal. The saturator, yeah, like Chuck Shadow said, it adds some harmonics. Just can make the sound more interesting. I don't think it added so much on this. Let's see what it. I only added 4 dB of the drive. It's almost like kind of squashes the audio a little bit as well. If you hear, this is it on. It's off. You lose a little bit of dynamic. Makes it a little louder, sounding louder, but without cranking it up too much in actual volume. Yeah, and then I have a bus. So I have these, the claps and the hats are each on their own bus with those effects on it. What's on the claps? I don't have any saturation, just a little EQ, the bass out up to 225. A little bit of reverb, and then I put both the claps and the hats into a bus that has a lot going on. Let's see. So we added this black box. Another saturation. Yes, black box is the shit, man. And let me tell you about Brainworks. You can, dude, they have sales all the time. So like you can get shit for so cheap. They just join their mailing list, make an account, join the mailing list. They send out deals and credits all the time. You can get dope plugins for really cheap. The black box is just like a saturator. Let's see. More control than the Ableton saturator. Just fuck around. I don't know what I'm doing. I just fuck around until it sounds cool. Yes, so anyway, that's one bus. And then the kick. I use the same kick all the time. It's dope. Where is it? How come it's not showing up here? Oh. Okay. Super short kick. Like I'll keep it. Where is it here? Yeah. Look how short that is. And then release super short. I like to give room for the bass. Yeah, it's from the Vintage House Pack. I like to give room for the bass to mesh with the kick. So I shorten the kick a lot on the drop when there's a bass line. Again, I rolled off after the sample. I rolled off the low end to 43 hertz. Added a saturator again. Yeah, it's a dope pack. I love that pack. Boom. Nice punchy kick. It's, again, so fucking simple. And then here's another little one I've never showed anyone. I don't know if anyone else does this, but it's some weird shit. I did it on Laid Off. I used to do it back in the day when I was doing more fidget stuff. But you see these 3 hi-hats. I kind of nudge. Here's like the 8th note right here. But I kind of nudge them over a little bit. You'll see. So it just hits a little bit later. And gives it like an awkward, like off kind of jacking sound. It's like a swing. You would normally swing like a 16th note. But I do like to swing that hi-hat. Yeah, and then down here I just brought in a drum loop.
Yo.
Super subtle. It's more about the little off snare right there.
Yo.
You got yourself a groove going, right? Let's see. Boom. See that little loop. No, I love audio, man. Don't say audio is useless. It's very, very useful. I usually use it a lot more than this. It is personal preference. The Legend of Pop Style. I do mix as I go. Because you want to hear what it's going to sound like. Especially if I hit like an idea. What's up, Steady Rock? I agree. Audio is great. I'll get on that later. But I do mix as I go. I hate hearing shit that sounds like uneven when I'm writing. You want to get the feel for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I commit to like an idea that I really like, I'll just like do a little mix. Sometimes you mix without even realizing it. You know what I'm saying? So it just helps you. Okay. But for the audio, for the drums, I believe what I did with this one was like chop and then join it back together. Like I like to take out, there's another loop here actually. It's a cool like garage loop. Super, super swingy. And then that goes with my, yeah, bring in this. I thought I brought in another hat there. No, but that loop is sick.
Yo.
Love that.
Yo.
So you got your breaths. You got the occasional.
Yo.
Got the yo. Then I did use the drums a little bit. So it's kind of like a fill.
Yo.
Listen to that. Oh, I should have EQ'd that probably a little bit, but I kind of like a little clashy. See that? I should have done that before when I mixed down. Let's see. Yeah, it sits better. Oh well. I also sprinkled in the dope piano that we love. Throw those in, little stabs. At the end of every 2 bars. Love it. beat edit with the slight EQ on the drums, a little extra black box. Let's go into the basses. Bass is literally the most simple bass line I think I've ever made. We can listen to it here. The original idea, I think it's just. That was like what I wrote at first, which is trash. But then I ended up just using the little off stabs and then doing like a response bass. So you have super simple. Right? Isn't this so simple? When I was like, I'm going to break this down and I started looking at the project, I'm like, I didn't really do much. But I think it goes to show you that you can make a cool song, or at least I think this is a cool song, by not going super fucking crazy and technical. Just get the fundamentals down and just make a cool bounce. I mean, the piano and the vocal are like the shining part of the song, of the original song. So like, let that shine through, drop some bass for the club, and you're good. This is super simple. Let me see. This is an old patch I made, but I probably fucked with a little bit. Called Switch Style Bass. You know, I love Switch. Where are we at? It's literally, look at this. It's just a square wave with an LFO, quarter note LFO going into a filter cutoff to give it that little womp. So simple. That's it. The portamento cranked up. That's why you get that off key slide. Yo, you know what? I do use that night-based serum skin, but it disappears all the time. So it's really annoying. I have to like reinstall it all the time, but I don't have time for all that shit. But you should go get that night-based serum skin on PD Clicks Instagram. There's a link, I'm pretty sure. So simple. It's all going through a little bit of dimension. Distortion, not much at all, nothing. I turn the delay off, no reverb. The filter, adding a lot. And then just compress like shit. Listen to that. Just a squashed square wave. Weird. And a glide. And then on the channel, you know, I love the saturator. We got the saturator. So what I did was, I had to put a little reverb. What I did here was, okay, I duplicated that because there was a bit of a kind of chorus phasing going on with the Hyper Effects plugin. So I duplicated it into another channel, took out the top, and I just basically is the same patch with the same portamento settings, same effects, but just doing the sub like direct out. So you get the sub. So now I can just have the sub alone, like, and it will like glide the same way as this. Yeah. Again, super fucking simple. And then I have the, what do we have here? All right. So sometimes instead of compression, sidechain compression, I'll use the shaper box. Have you guys ever used the shaper box? It's literally just like an automator. Like you choose the note length, so it will just loop the same volume adjustment. I did quarter notes, so it's like, here, let me hold it down. You see this thing going up and down, that's the volume. And you can do multi-bands. Adjust where, you know. So it's kind of like if you're doing 4/4, I'll just use the shaper because it's so much control on the volume. It's really cool. It's like a lazy side chain. You hear that going out of tune every time. Crash. Easy. Some reverb. What'd I do? Cut out the low and middle all the way up. So that's that first bass. I did do like a filter here from the breakdown. Let's see. Just using the EQ, the Ableton EQ. You'll see it here below. Who needs a filter when you can use the Ableton EQ? Jeff Schmoop, thanks for the sub. Fox, thanks for the sub.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
Yo, Jeff Schmoop going off. My man. Thank you, thank you. Y'all gotta say thank you to Jeff Schmoop. Being so generous with the subs. We're gonna do picture time again on, what was that, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday we'll do picture time again. All right, let's move on to this response bass. So I like to do I usually do like a call and response thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about all that shit. Like you just have one bass or a sound and then another sound to complement it, follow it up. So it's kind of like a back and forth conversation. This one I did in massive. The weirdest bass sound. Listen to that. But you see, I just took that original loop that I made that sucked right here. Yo, listen again. Right there. That was the call and response in one bass. But then you'll hear that this is just that same sound. Same pattern. Now, how boring would it have been if I would have just kept it like this? You know, like you gotta have that alternate response. Like that's so fucking boring and lame. Like, nah, no. This is way better. Listen to this. Cause I'm going for this like wonky, wobbly. It's like the opposite of funk. So let's see what we got going on here. This is like I started this patch from, it's called Weird Red Light Bass. So I did a remix many years ago for Castle, old friend of mine, and his song was called Red Light, and I did this weird fucking patch. So weird. So I just kind of repurposed it. Let's see. It's basically got an LFO. Oh, here we go. Listen to that. That's not music. That's just like aliens having a party. Let's see. We've got a square and a saw kind of blended together with some ring modulation right here. Hear it without. Super high modulation. Woo. And then this weird waveform, Melancholia. So weird. And then just a sine. That's dope. Okay. And then all together. It's like the night bass transmission sound. And then, where am I? Oh, yeah. So this LFO here, I have routed to every oscillator. Each of these 3 oscillators, like identical amount being modulated. And then I have, yeah, look at the EQ. It's like swaying side to side. That frequency going up and down. So I did make a macro knob here where you can adjust the rate frequency of the LFO. The original sound was like this. It's so fucking sick. Where the dog's at? Howling. Where was it? Somewhere around there. I hate that you can't undo on massive. Can you? No. All right, so that's that response bass. What's going on? A little bit of saturation in massive. A little bit of this dimension expander again. Not too much, but just enough to give it some. A little bit of depth and width. And then on a channel, again, saturator, you know I love it. Compressor. Ducking that kick. Oh yeah, we gotta change that. It's too fast. It doesn't sound as good, does it? That sounds closer.
Yo.
I also used it here. What's this, the breakdown? Yeah, all right, so we're building up. I used this same bass. I turned on this shaper box to get that sidechain effect. It's also high passed. Yeah. Try to tell y'all it's very simple. We can get into some more in future production tutorials. I can get into like other tracks where I just went nuts on like sounds, and there's like 60 tracks and all that kind of shit. Oh, coughed, yeah. I like that too. It was just such a bit too like drony for me, so I had to add that little cut. It's not even that much of a cut, but such a difference. Yeah, Ultra Hype or Gold Star would be fun. So we got our groove, we got our samples. I mean, we got our basses. Look, we've done already. Super simple. I did add, because of the vibe is like a party vibe of the original track, and he's like talking about girls and all that shit.
Make it touch the flow. Come on,
it's like a vibe, right?
Do it. Make me lose.
I had to add, because it's like a party thing, I added just like these crowd sounds I downloaded on Splice, I think. Just subtle. Lakey, what's good? Night Mace. That's for your personal protection. Yeah, threw in these little crowd sounds, very subtle.
Drop it, let me pick it back up again. I'ma put you up on it. Let's take this to the
Something
crib,
that this is like so different for me to just really work with like such a minimal amount of tracks. I think one of my biggest downfalls is I add so much shit into a song to where I try to fill every nook and cranny where there's like a space in the spectrum. To you, Lake, I love how you kind of keep it very clean and minimal, and each sound just kind of fills up so much space very nicely. I love that, for sure. So the next one, maybe we'll do something a bit more like slammed with sounds. Then there's more mixing involved. The mixing is super simple. I mean, each sound kind of lives in its own space. We kind of went over those mixes as I was going, but yeah, I mean, there it is. Let's see. Let me know if you guys have any questions.
Wait up real quick, yo.
Not much to this one. Good source samples. Simple bass. Thanks for the tip, bro. Appreciate that.
Yo, shake it, break it, make it touch the flow.
And the one thing with this one is I was going for a very like vintage sound. I do like blast it out a lot. On my music, I wanted to take it more stripped back, housey, mid 2000s vibe, like 2007.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
I love that little loop, man.
Yo. Yo. Baby, take it, break it, make it touch the flow. Come on, move it, do it, make me lose.
All right, and then here
Drop it.
I just wanted to let the original vocal breathe.
Drop it.
Because I took out like more than half the vocals. I wanted to have a little bridge
Take it, break it,
to show it off.
touch the flow. Come on, move it, do it, make me lose control.
Oh, there's another bass here I forgot about. So basic again. This one's kind of like a Reese, a really weird like Reese. I call it Tech Reese. It's just a triangle and a saw slightly detuned from each other. And I definitely kept it really low in the mix. Is like something I was annoyed when I was mixing this because the vocal. And when I had the things, the bass line standing out more, it just completely covered the vocal, and no matter how I EQ'd it. And I do have a lot of, what do we got going on? Modulation. Yeah, just constantly modulating the filter. Yeah, very electro sound.
Drop it, let me pick it back up again. I'ma put you up on it. Let's take this to the crib.
Little reverb automation there. So for a turnaround kind of vibe. Shaper box again as sort of a ducking sidechain type of thing.
Let's take this to the grill, baby. Like the way you I just gotta give me some.
Love that vocal.
Girl, I like your groove. I just get a touch.
And then I brought that little bass in here, high pass, with no sidechain.
Just wait. Gotta get me some. Just wait.
Little shuffly drum from the stems. Oh, I did put like a little sub. Oh wait, no. Here. Simple sub. Just for that impact. Crowd.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
And then came in with this shuffly hat loop. I think that's from like a LB sample pack. Legend.
Yo.
Little baby. Yeah, Ascended Dimension. If you're having trouble mixing, we can do some of that stuff on here. But as Fox said, wait, who said that? Where is it? Maui Wowie TV. YouTube taught you way more than college when it comes to production. It's so true, man. Like, you guys, there's so many resources out there to learn. Also hit our Discord. It's a great little community of producers. Anderson, can you drop the link in there? Get some people in the production channel. Yeah, YouTube is such a great resource. When I started, there was no YouTube tutorials or anything like that, so you just kind of figured it out. But I love it. I use it if I need to know something. Thank you, Party Hard. If I need to know something, you know, it's easy to just watch someone tell you, especially if it's like been proven by many views and likes. I'm now kind of regretting not making this louder, but whatever. Yo, computer music DVD tutorial. That's some real shit. You want to hear some crazy shit? Is like when I still had a day job, and I was working in sort of like Union Square area in New York, Madison Square Park, and I would walk to the train after work and stop by a magazine store. Does that even still exist? Magazine stores? I would stop by and just like look at the computer music magazine and all of those, whatever those magazines were called. They're like literally like a $20 magazine. Yeah, Concourse. It's like a $20 magazine. And it's just like, I would just sit there and look through them. And one day I hadn't quit my job yet. I was still like trying to grind it out so where I could actually try to make a living off music. And I opened up the computer music magazine and they had this Q&A thing. And it was like, one of the questions was, how do I make an AC Slater style bass sound? And I fucking lost my shit. I was like, I can't believe I'm in computer music. I'm like a web developer, day job. And like the dude who answered it, whoever the fuck it was like so off from like what I do. I think I went home and actually tried it and it didn't sound like me, but still cool. Nice try, bro. Anyway, yeah, that's the tune. Let's go back to the original again real quick.
Make it touch the flow. Come on, move it.
Oof.
Do it. Make me lose control. Drop it. Let me pick it back up again. I'ma push up on it. Let's
Bro,
take
remember
this to the creek.
people used to fucking steal those CDs out of those magazines. Mix Mag used to have the DJ mix in it. All right, in the chat, who would have stolen the CD if that was still going on these days? Which one of you guys would have stolen the CD out of the plastic? I know Concourse. I know you wouldn't.
Innocent. Says you wanna break me off. Ooh.
Where's that rap?
Michelin star. I don't have
Oh,
no
yeah.
reservations, RIP to the God. All the jealous people whispering at the listening party. I was busy with her kisses, she was killing me softly. She had me like an Adderall, focused like a seminar. Labrador drooling while she dancing like a matador. Red dress, mid-drift, wish you...
All right, that's the original again. One last time on the remix. So it sounds so fast after you hear it.
Just wait up real quick, yo.
Didn't they used to give you software and shit too? Yeah, software on a DVD.
Yo.
Shake it, break it, make it touch the flow. Come on, move it, do it, make me lose control. Drop it, let me pick her back up again. I'ma push her up on it. Let's
Someone
take
drop the
this to
Discord link,
real, baby. Wait,
please.
just wait, just wait. Like the way, just wait, just wait.
Just wait up real quick, yo. Yo.
Yo, my favorite CD from one of those. Let me see if I can find it.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Baby, take it, break it, make it touch the flow. Come on, move it, do it.
So there's this.
Lose control. Drop it. Let me pick her back up again. I'ma push her up on it.
There's a CD that came through Mixmag, mixed by Switch. I think it was like 07 or maybe 06. And I found a link. I'm gonna paste it here in the chat. It's fucking sick, man. It's so good. I love Switch. He's like my hero. Yeah, listen to that one. We could play some of it. Damn, Streamlabs bot going in.
Just wait up real quick, yo. Yo.
Yo, we like it simple.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, hit me with any questions. Hit with the questions. I almost always use monitors for mixing. Headphones, I'll do later. You know when your ears get tired after you listen through the same speakers for hours? I like to switch it over. I have all different kind of headphones. Where's the one? Where's my damn... I love these Bose Quiet Comfort, the businessman headphones. They're fire. And like I live downtown, it gets a bit loud, so you can like turn on the noise canceling, and you feel like you're in like a fucking dead chamber with no sound in it. And then I got like Pioneers and a bunch of other weird headphones. Honestly, the best monitoring, the most important monitoring in my process is going in my fucking car and listening in the car. That's like for real. Like, I don't know what it is, but if there's something wrong with my mix, the car is going to pick it up. I don't know, something about it. I love it. Good luck, Jab, on your exam. Shout out everyone. Yo, all my UK people, have a great night. Do I mix in mono? No. Is that something people do? I don't know what I'm doing. I just make this shit up as I go. What's on my master channel? On this, just Ozone probably. Yeah. I have an older version of Ozone because I'm poor. Guess I could crank it.
Yo.
Yeah. Ozone. Instagram test. You know what's weird? The phone makes everything sound good. So if I'm like working on some shit and I want to send it to another producer or somebody, like I take a phone video because I'm like, yeah, it's gonna sound good. And then if it doesn't sound good, you just blame the phone, right? Wait, what's the deal with mixing in mono? I don't know that shit. What's a DDJ 200? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't know anything. Oh, yeah, I feel you. No, I don't mix in mono. I probably should then, I guess. I'm a simple man. Yeah. I don't mix on mono. I definitely like hear it on the mono. Mono. I have a friend named Mono. Cool. All right, gang. That's my very first little production session on here. Thank you for joining me on a Thursday. I was honestly like really nervous. I suck at driving in a production setting. Very slow worker. Not sure if I'd be a good teacher, but I gave it a shot and it was cool and it was fun and it was cool talking to you guys about this stuff. I know a lot of you, we talk a lot on Discord about this kind of stuff from time to time. And yeah, we'll do some more. I'll come up with like a schedule for this. I have a lot of really fun ideas that I want to start doing on here, and we're going to get really crazy with the production stuff, and we're going to have fun doing it, and we're all going to become great producers together. Oh, thanks, Concourse. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted on when I'll do more of these. I have a lot of cool ideas. I'm going to do some stuff also with Petey. You know, Petey's like the Ableton master guru. He showed me how to use Ableton when I was Logic all the way and just was resistant to switching. I don't want to do like a feedback thing. I don't know. That's not really me. I'd rather do the demo mix sessions, the Legend of Pop Style. If you haven't seen my Wednesday streams, I listen to all the demos I got from the week before, and I pick 10. I usually get 100 to 150 demos a week through Nightbase, so I listen to them all. I pick 10 songs, and then I do a DJ set on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. You should check that out. I don't really give a lot of feedback. There's a lot of people that do that. Lakey does it really well. There's a lot of people that do that, and they're better equipped than I am. I just play the tunes that hit, and we have fun and talk about it and learn about new artists. Yeah, so for now, no feedback from me for now. Someone's saying RAC is good, RAC is good. Yeah, and if you want to get some feedback, our crew in the Nightbase Discord is very helpful and very positive and constructive when it comes to demo feedback. It's a really safe environment if that's what you're worried about. But yeah, keep an eye out. I'll do more of these in the future. We'll get a regular schedule going. I actually really enjoyed this. It's a nice break from just slamming tunes out and acting crazy with you guys in the chat. So thanks for tuning in. I'll put this up on YouTube as well. And everybody, have a great day. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. We'll see you on Saturday for another Susie lesson. I'm going to be somewhere else. We're going to have a cool location. Hopefully the internet is good enough. We're going out of town for a bit, but we're still going to do it. Do a lovely DJ Susie stream on Saturday, and then usual Garage Sunday. We'll break down some tracks. We'll look at some pictures and all that fun stuff. So everybody have a great day or a great night wherever you are. Thank you so much. Peace.